Hi, my name is Eva. In this lesson, we'll discuss should. Should is mostly used to give advice, like in these sentences. I should eat less sugar. They shouldn't gossip about the manager. But apart from that, we can see should used in 4 other ways. I'm speaking about the subjunctive should, or so-called empty should, as well as should in conditional sentences, and should used for accusations. So let's take a closer look at all the things that should can express, shall we? Okay, today we are talking about should. Should is read via the sound U. We don't read the letter O and the letter L, so it's just should. Let's see the examples. I think you should go to the dentist. I believe you should not or shouldn't worry about that. Should I continue? We can easily see that in these sentences, should expresses something which is advisable to do. I think you should go to the dentist. In other words, I think it's a good idea. I think it's advisable. I believe you should not or shouldn't worry about that. I don't think that it's a good idea to worry about that. You should not. Should I continue here? A person is asking about something which is advisable to do. Yeah, should I continue? Is it a good idea to continue now? When we talk about should, we can divide it into several types. We will speak about mandative, putative, conditional, accusative, and suppositional should. The names speak for themselves. For example, mandative should expresses something which is mandatory. Duty, advice, suggestion. The synonym of this should is ought to. You can say you should do something because it's your duty, or you ought to do something because it's your duty. Ought to is a semi-modal verb, and we speak about semi-modal verbs in a separate lesson. The next type of should is putative should. It expresses emotions, surprise, wonder, sorrow, etc. This should is used in sentences that contain the speaker's attitude to something. For example, you say, it is surprising that somebody should do something, or it is curious that something should be this or that way. Here we also talk about the subjunctive sentences as subjunctive used to express the speaker's attitude towards something, yeah? And this is what it does in some other languages. Conditional should is used in order to express politeness in conditional sentences. It can also be used in inverted conditional, so we start with should. Should something happen, comma, call me. Should something happen in case something happens, right? Accusative should accuses, expresses accusation, reproach, or regret. This is one of the most common uses of should. It is used with the perfect infinitive to express your dissatisfaction about something which had to be done in the past but was not done. For example, you should have called me, why didn't you? Or you should have prepared this presentation long ago, why didn't you? And the last one, suppositional mood, expresses supposition or logical conclusion. Now let's look at the examples of each of these types of should. The first thing that should can express is duty, advice, and suggestion. I think you shouldn't talk to your mother like that. I think it's a bad idea. Well, this is my piece of advice. You should not talk to your mother like that. Should I tell them the truth? I think you should. Here, the speaker is seeking advice. Should I tell them the truth? And the other person, his or her interlocutor, answers, I think you should. I think it's a good idea. We should leave now if we don't want to be late. It's a good idea. I suggest that we should leave. I don't think you should buy a motorbike. I don't think it's a good idea. I advise you not to do it. Now, should can express suppositions or logical conclusions. He's been studying really hard. It shouldn't be difficult for him to pass this exam. I conclude that it should not be difficult for him to pass this exam because he's been studying hard and he is well prepared. It's my supposition. It's almost 8 o'clock. She should be at home now. I believe so. Yeah, I suppose that she is at home. He greeted her with a kiss on her cheek. They should be friends. I make such a logical conclusion. Yeah, I believe that they are friends because their greeting was very warm. There should be plenty of opportunities for you when you get this license. There should be. It's logical that when one gets a license, they get a lot of opportunities in their career. Yeah? Okay. Putative should or emotional should. Let's first look at the sentences and then discuss. It's funny that you should say that. I was going to say the same. It was surprising that he should get along with those people. It is absurd that such things should happen in the 21st century. She fears that he should leave her again. So what do we see here? All these sentences express some kind of emotion. It's funny, the speaker says, yeah, or it is surprising for the speaker. It is absurd, the speaker considers something to be absurd, or somebody fears something, or experiences other emotions toward something, some fact or some situation. In this case, in the subordinate clause, we use should. It's funny that you should say something, yeah? It was surprising that he should get along with those people. This way we express the attitude towards the situation. We don't state the reality. You can paraphrase a sentence and you can say, it's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that. But this sentence will be in indicative mood and it will indicate a situation in reality. It is funny that you say that. When we use a noun clause beginning with that as an adjective complement, we use should in order to express emotions, feelings, or sentiments. That's why it's called emotional should. Similarly, this putative or emotional should is used in subjunctive sentences, and we can call it subjunctive should here. Let's see. It is necessary that she should talk to the manager as soon as he gets here. It is important that we shouldn't wait any longer. I suggest that you should do more physical exercises to feel healthy. They demanded that I should tell them what the matter was. The general order that the bridge should be destroyed. So should here is used to show possible conditional circumstances. These clauses with should always go after it is plus adjective. It is necessary, it is important, it is advisable, it is recommended that somebody should do something, yeah. Or after the main clause that expresses somebody's attitude towards something, like he suggests, she recommends, I order that somebody should do something. However, should can be omitted in these sentences, so you can absolutely say it is necessary that he talk to the manager as soon as he gets here. You should pay attention to the fact that when you omit should, the first form of the verb remains. As you have just heard, I said he talk to the manager, not he talks. It's not the indicative mood, it's the subjunctive mood. These sentences without should will sound more formal. Should can be used in conditional sentences. For example, should you require more information, feel free to call me. If you should decide to leave, please let us know. I should hate to miss the performance. He should be very upset if he won't be admitted to college. If you should choose to trust him with such an important task again, I will not back you up. In such sentences, you can replace should with would. Should being more formal than would. With would, your sentence will sound less formal. Should, as I have already mentioned, can be used to accuse somebody of something, to express a reproach. We use it with the perfect infinitive to say that somebody did something wrong or didn't do something what we expected from them. Let's see. You look terrible. You should have gone to bed earlier yesterday. You knew the truth and you didn't tell me. You should have warned me. You shouldn't have talked to her like that. You made her cry. I should have started reading up for my exam earlier. I don't have much time left now. The first three sentences accuse somebody of something which was not done in the past. You should have gone to bed earlier yesterday. After should, we use the perfect infinitive, have gone, have plus the third form of the verb or past participle. Yeah? You should have done it, but you didn't. You didn't do something which was a good idea to do. Yeah? You knew the truth and you didn't tell me. You should have warned me. Have is shortened here. Yeah, you can say that. Should have warned me. The idea is the same. You reproach somebody. Yeah, you accuse somebody of not doing something that you expected him or her to do. You shouldn't have talked to her like that. Here, the accusation is about something which was done but led to a bad result. Yeah, we regret it, and that's why we accuse this person of doing something that was a bad thing to do. And the last one is a self-reproach. Yeah, I should have started reading up for my exam. I regret that I didn't. There are some sad phrases with should. Let's see. How should I know? This phrase means the same as the phrase, how am I supposed to know? You might hear both of these phrases in a situation where something surprised you in an unpleasant way. Yeah, how should I know, or how am I supposed to know about something? I should think so. I expect that this is true. You can say that when you are not absolutely sure of something, yeah, but you believe that something is true. I should think so. I'm sorry that you should think so badly of me. To think that it should come to this, to think that it should have happened to me. What do we see in these sentences? We see an empty should in these phrases. Should doesn't express advice or suggestion. It doesn't express accusation. It just states the situation as it is. It's similar to the should that we use in subjunctive sentences. Now let's look at should in some popular songs. Everybody cries, everybody breathes, everybody wants to feel they're free. Deep inside I know what I'm worth, a life of my own. It could have been much worse, but it should have been better. M-I-N-E, and this way by Five Finger Death Punch. And this phrase, it could have been much worse, but it should have been better, expresses regret. Yeah, it should have been better, but it wasn't. And another example is this: my lover's got humor, she's the giggle at a funeral, knows everybody's disapproval, I should have worshipped her sooner. Take me to church, by Hosier. Should expresses regret here. The person is speaking about something that he didn't do in the past. That's all for today about the modal verb should. I hope this lesson was useful. Please do subscribe to this channel and see you in the next video.